You spend months researching surgeons. You book the flight. And when you walk into a place like Bumrungrad Hospital, everything feels perfectly controlled. Inside that building, you are protected by an English-speaking bubble. Your international coordinator handles your check-in, your paperwork is translated, and your doctor consults with you in perfect English. Then 3 days later, they discharge you. You step outside, and that bubble vanishes. You are suddenly recovering in a city of 10 million people, where the street-level world runs entirely on Thai. Your discharge papers might be neatly typed in English, but the pharmacist around the corner from your hotel cannot read them. The taxi driver trying to pick you up has no idea which of the hospital's 5 exits you're standing at. Getting the surgery requires medical preparation, but recovering safely outside the clinic requires a completely different strategy. You need a way to navigate the street. Most people assume they will just use a translation app, but when you are exhausted, navigating post-op pain, and standing on a loud sidewalk, typing complex symptoms into a phone is the last thing you want to do. A slight mistranslation about an allergy or a dosage instruction carries immediate physical consequences. Reliance on an algorithm creates a vulnerability gap precisely when your body is most compromised. This chart shows how to actually prepare. Forget generic tourist phrases. Mastering 30 targeted medical phrases sits squarely in the low-effort, high-impact zone. Specific commands for painkillers and dietary restrictions shift you from relying on a screen to having immediate control. In this context, specific language preparation functions as a core medical safety protocol. The first decision that dictates your recovery is where you choose to sleep. If you book a hotel in the immediate blocks around hospitals in Sukhumvit, Wanmarna, you stay inside the international bubble. You get English menus and English-speaking pharmacists, but you pay a massive financial premium for that convenience. If your recovery requires a longer stay, neighborhoods further north like Ari or Chatuchak offer a much calmer environment and significant cost savings. The trade-off is steep. Step 200 meters outside a major hospital in these local zones, and English disappears. Your daily survival depends entirely on your ability to speak Thai. This matrix shows exactly how that trade-off works. As you move from the Sukhumvit bubble through a hybrid area like Silom and out to local neighborhoods, your accommodation costs drop sharply, but the availability of English drops with it. Look closely at this bottom row. The amount of money you save is directly tied to the amount of Thai you are required to speak. Your budget will make the neighborhood decision for you. But once that decision is made, it dictates exactly how much language effort you have to put in before you board your flight. No matter where you stay, your body does not stick to clinic hours. A fever or a spike in pain usually happens at 2 in the morning in your hotel room. You need to walk into a local pharmacy and say "Yage Puad" for a painkiller, or "Mikai" to tell them you have a fever. Pointing at your head won't get you the right medication. If you need an alternative prescription, you must be able to state your allergies. Starting a sentence with "Peya," allergic to medicine, followed by the drug name, prevents a dangerous reaction when there is no international desk to double-check your file. Transportation is the other major gap. Bangkok traffic is heavy, and GPS pins around massive hospital complexes are often wildly inaccurate. You have to be able to verbally instruct a driver. Saying "Bai Rong Payaban" gets you moving toward the hospital immediately, and telling them "Jotrong Ni" allows you to stop them exactly at the specific entrance you need. When your body is sending distress signals, waiting for a translator is not an option. Having these words loaded in your memory buys you immediate action. You also have to eat. If you are recovering from dental work or a gastrointestinal procedure, your diet is heavily restricted. Standard Thai street food is famously aggressive. The baseline level of chili heat will wreck a digestive system that is trying to heal from surgery. Holding a phone screen up to a street vendor operating a smoking wok during the lunch rush rarely works. They are moving too fast to read a translated paragraph about your stomach lining. You need clear verbal modifiers. Saying "My pet" guarantees no spice. Asking for "cow tom" gets you a bland, warm rice porridge that is easy to chew and digest. When you can confidently order the right food, your options expand from expensive room service to the hundreds of stalls lining the street. You get the calories you need without the anxiety of a hidden ingredient. Verbal dietary control is how you prevent a nutritional setback and keep your recovery on track. This checklist outlines your pre-trip prep. You focus on just 4 categories: politeness particles, emergency symptom vocabulary, diet modifiers, and basic transport commands. But there is a catch. Thai is a tonal language. In English, a word means the same regardless of how you say it. In Thai, the pitch of your voice alters the definition. If you get the tone wrong, you are saying a completely different word. Reading phonetics off a blog post will not help you when you are in a panic and need a pharmacist to understand you. To guarantee that locals understand you when you are in distress, strict auditory practice is the only viable method. This is exactly why Street Tongue built a dedicated Bangkok module. It focuses purely on the dialect spoken on the ground in the city. The app uses pronunciation scoring to evaluate your tones in real time. It tells you exactly where you are off, allowing you to lock in the correct sounds weeks before your flight lands. Download Street Tongue using the link in the description to start your 2-week pre-trip prep. And if you have a specific procedure planned, leave a comment below. We'll reply with the exact custom phrases you need for your recovery.